seems so unlike Germany, like historically speaking. It seems so unlike that country to not care about a genocide.
What's good, you guys, and welcome back again on another episode. How are you all doing? I hope you guys are doing great. And if you're joining for the very first time, thank you so much for tuning in. In today's video, we are going to be talking about this blonde TikToker who decided to just move her mouth on TikTok, and people were literally just dragging her and letting her know how dumb her post was. She posted a video dancing, and in that video there was a text that says, "In Germany, we don't care about any of your boycott list. We buy what we want, we support who we want." Isn't that what boycotting actually means? And then she's saying they don't care about boycotting. We already know where they stand, and history has been repeating itself, so it's not new. So I think she's doing this to get the attention of so many people. She has other videos as well. You know, we will not stop buying Starbucks, we will not stop shopping at this place, we will not stop this and that. I want to believe she's doing that for attention, but people were dragging her that, do you think we expect Germany to support boycotting? Like, do you think we expect you guys to literally support boycotting? Without wasting much time, let us get right into the video.
Except y'all do care, baby girl. That's why certain names and certain flags are forbidden in your country. It's almost as if a particular historic event happened. I wonder what that could have been.
Whoa, Germany? People in Germany don't care about a genocide? That seems so unlike Germany, like historically speaking. It seems so unlike that country to not care about a genocide. That's like, ugh. I don't know, man. Like, it just feels so unnatural for Germany to not care about a genocide, to be ambivalent towards a genocide. Weird. How could that be?
Ooh, I'm blonde now, so I can do this. This will be blonde on blonde crime. I wonder where I've seen a blonde-haired, blue-eyed German girl in support of genocide before. Yikes. Just a tale as old as time, I suppose. But, good job, I guess, cousin.
Ooh. Yeah, the propaganda is getting insane, dude. And I say propaganda because it's just like, just who was this supposed to help, I wonder? In what reality was this supposed to help anybody's storyline? Right. We're all on the same page about that. But what's crazy is what this would be in support of. I feel like this is the type of irony that Alanis Morissette was talking about. You know what I mean?
Every time Germany is like, we're not the same. Yeah, we've changed. Their government and their citizens are just like, no, we haven't. It's just a different year now. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed.
German Zionists can make all the jokes and do all the little dances and buy all the coffees they want. It's not going to undo what your great-grandfather did. It's not going to undo what your great-grandmother did. It's not going to undo the fact that what led up to what AH did, what led up to those 6 million lives being taken, was Europe as a whole, including the countries that made up the USSR, even though they did fight against AH. Europe as a whole fostered a culture of being obsessed with European Jewish people and hating them and making up all these lies about them. Like, go study the origins of a lot of these famous fairy tales. Like, open up the Brothers Grimm book about fairy tales. A lot of these were literally just anti-Jewish myths and propaganda. So European Zionists to this day are trying to like make up for what their ancestors did. They're like, my ancestors stood by and actually participated in anti-Semitism so much and for so long that 6 million innocent lives were taken. Maybe to make up for that, I should just support Zionists slaughtering Arabs. that makes sense, right? It doesn't. You're literally just as bad, except like more cowardly and pathetic than your great grandpa. Like, because you hide behind a facade of liberalism. At least your great grandpa and your great grandma were like open about their hate and like their disregard for human life, and their bloodlust. But you are just, if you are supporting Zionism, you are just as bloodthirsty as your Nazi great grandfather or grandfather, depending on how old you are.
We will not stop buying from Zara in Europe. We will not.
No one is taking your freedom away. You are free to use the money as you please. I think the reason why you're so angry about the boycotts is that people are shaming those who buy from Zara or Starbucks, for example, and it annoys you that you can't shop in peace, free of judgment, because maybe, just maybe, you're not doing the right thing. Now, please consider the impact you want to make on the planet and on people, right? Because this isn't about Israel or Palestinians. This is more like a general comment that I'm making. You should take into account as a consumer and as a human being where you shop. If you want to support evil corporations that are taking advantage of people or who don't care about people's lives, that's definitely a right that you have. But that tells me that you're low on moral values and you need to stock up on them. That you're not conscious about where you shop enough to care, right? And you're young. Hopefully that's going to change. And obviously we don't always know who is bad, right? What company is supporting what. But when it becomes super apparent of how horrible they are, the least we can do is back off and say, hey, what you're doing is shitty and I don't support it. Your video reeks of privilege, and it tells us that you support the death of people. And I'm going to ask you, like, is that how you want to show up in the world? Because it's not like you don't have alternative companies that you can support. There's plenty of fast fashion out there. But no, you want to make it a point to support Zara and to support Starbucks. So in essence, you are supporting the genocide. There's no other explanation for it. The excuse that you don't want people to tell you what to do doesn't really work here. And your video is not going to age well. So just thought I would let you know.
This creator is so young, and these are the people who will come back in years to come to say, oh, I am so sorry, I didn't know it was going to end like this, I have no idea, I was naive, I was young, and then start shoving some apology down people's throats, because like the last tweet said, this video is literally not going to age well. You are so young to be coming online and saying that you're supporting genocide. Like, it's just very, very crazy. And no one is even asking you. If you know you want to go buy from these people, go buy from them. You don't have to come online and start saying, you can't tell me you can't tell me which companies to boycott. I'm still going to buy from Starbucks. I'm still going to buy from Zara. I'm very, very sure that this video is never going to age well. And it's so obvious from her video that she's doing that for attention. She's so very, very young. I don't even think she understands fully what she's doing, because she has so many videos like that on her page and she's still very young. But we don't want them coming back years to come and shoving some apologies that we do not want down the throat. That's just it, because before you know it, they will write a long-ass message and be claiming that they don't know what they were doing. When they were posting stuff like this, as a very young person, you shouldn't be out there saying you're supporting genocide. Like, you should not. It's one thing to support people who are committing genocide. It's another thing to be so loud and say, yes, you're in support of mass murdering of people. Like what picture of you are you painting to the world? What's the effect of your existence in the world? I would like to hear what you guys think in the comment section about these young creators who will just come online and just say some certain things. We have seen some people whose tweets back in the days is coming back to bite their asses. I know this is going to be another case of something like that in years to come. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you all so much for joining. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe before you go and turn your bell notification on as well. And I will definitely talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, and I love you guys.